It's truly a blessing to be here. I want to thank Coach Payton, George Payton, and the Pinners just for allowing me and blessing me with the opportunity. My mom, she got me to this point, and it's my job to take care of her for the rest of my life, and I'm gonna do that. I'm not wearing burnt orange anymore, but I'm still wearing orange. So I'm most definitely take pride in that. And I want to thank Broncos Country just for having me. I'm gonna give you everything I got day in and day out, and just being committed to the process of what I'm doing without being attached to the results. So I'm truly blessed to be here, and I can't wait to get things rolling.
Let's start with Q&A. Jahdae, welcome to Denver. When did you realize in your life or career that this was going to be a possibility for you, not just be drafted, but be drafted in the first round?
So I struggled, in times, wanting things on my time. 3 years back, just kind of looking back at it, wanting to be 3 and done and things like that. Wanting to win Jim Thorpe, just want to do all these things, and I had to understand, just mature. It's not on my time. It's all on God's time, and His timing is perfect. His timing is amazing, and you can't question His timing. Just kind of, my pastor, he spoke before, so I had a little chapel before my draft yesterday. Started at 6, and he spoke about being a lion, just being strong and courageous. And then when the time comes, just open your hands and you're giving everything to your Lord and Savior. And that's what I did this past year. That's what I did yesterday while I was waiting. And then Broncos Country came to save the day. But the journey has been amazing. And I was just staying committed to the process, not worried about the results. Every day I just changed my mindset on how I viewed everything, how I carried myself on and off the field, and it allowed me to be a better person.
Andrew Mason, Denver Sports. Welcome to Denver. The star position that you played at Texas, kind of describe how it came to be that you fit in that and what that position entailed and what advantages such a versatile role is going to give you as you come to the NFL.
Yeah, just being coached by Coach Terry Joseph at Texas and him transitioning me into star and that nickel role, people call it. It was a big change. It was good. He put me there just understanding that I was very savvy. I can manipulate blocks just with my eyes and things like that, get a lot of tackle for losses. But I was very savvy and just in my blitz pass and just kind of bluffing, reading the alignments of the splits and things like that. So it kind of all went hand in hand with my IQ. And then from moving forward, that was it allowed me to play different positions like cornerback and safety and dime, just with my versatility. But I'm always looking forward to any position. And whatever role they want me to play and need me to play, I'm most definitely going to master it. I'm going to try my best at it.
Hey, Brandon Cristal from Gorilla Sports. I now have 2 questions. Can you describe what your necklace represents there? What's on your chain in the picture?
So it's Charles Fowler. He's a friend that passed away. So my first year at Texas, I wore 23 to honor him. And then on the back, I have the day he was born and the day that he died. He passed away. So it was a good memory to have of him. Just always know that he's with me. And I know just me wearing it, it makes his parents and it makes his friends and his family get proud.
And so the pre-draft process, you can talk to every team in the league, may not, know exactly who likes you. You may know who somebody tells you that you're headed there. When did you have an idea the Broncos liked you and that you might be coming here? And then as the draft unfolded, were you starting to see that at 20 and think, oh, I could end up in Denver?
I mean, the process was crazy. Truly, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I thought I could end up at every pick. So I was just sitting there, just waiting, just being at peace. My mom asked me around pick 17, like, where was my head at? And I told her I was at peace. I was fine, and I'm blessing it, and it's going to come. And it came perfectly when God wanted, on His timing. Everything is orchestrated on His timing, and it's where you're at. Everybody's here for a reason. The purpose serves a purpose that's a lot greater than any individual in the room. So everybody has a purpose in here, and I have a purpose for myself. So Jesus Christ's purpose for me to be here with the Broncos Country, it's amazing. So.
To your left, Eric Talala, DenverBroncos.com. Congratulations. You mentioned the burnt orange. Curious how having those Texas guys here will help you with the transition, and have you heard from any of your teammates yet welcoming you to Denver?
Most definitely. I've talked to a lot of guys. Patrick Surtain is an amazing player to play with. I've been watching him, been watching his game, and I love the things that he can do. So just soaking a lot of knowledge from him and getting a lot of information from him is going to be big for me just to grow and mature at the next level. And then, playing with all the guys that I looked up to when I used to be a kid running around in Austin and just going to the games and watching them playing DKR from Brandon to PJ to Roach and all those guys. And then Sam Ehlinger, that was always my my GOAT growing up, watching him. I used to go to his high school games and things like that. But just to have all those guys around, it's amazing to have my Texas boys with me too. So.
Hey, Jahdae, it's Arnie Stapleton from Associated Press. Congratulations on your selection. Can you kind of walk us through your decision to go back for a 5th season with the Longhorns, and what do you think that this last year did for you leading up to today?
Yeah, to go back, that was a challenge, and I had to accept it. I'm a big goal guy. I write goals every single day. And all my goals that I have, I look in the mirror every single day and I read them out. And if I don't hit them, I have to hold myself accountable for those things, because at the end of the day, I can control it. I can control my destiny, and I can control the controllables. So when I made the decision to come back, it was a lot of things. We call it 3 phases of life: football, your social, and your education. I got to graduate. I graduated from my mother in physical culture and sports. And then for social, it wasn't about social, who you communicating with, off the field or the connection. It was all about connection. So I'm best friends with like Matthew McConaughey and things like that. I'm friends with Greg Abbott and stuff like that, and donors that own hotels. I can go to the UT Golf Club. So that was the social aspect, just creating a bond, a level of bond, and treating everybody the same, whether it's the janitor or it's the president. And that's just how I carry myself, and that's how my mother raised me. And then from a football standpoint, the last bullet point was football. I had a lot of goals that I wanted to achieve. I wrote down 8th and 9th grade. And looking back at it, I told you I was a big goal guy. So if I would have left last year, I think I would have regretted a lot of things, and I don't want to live with regret. So I took a big chance in an investment. Every single day, I invested in more time in the football, more time in the training room, just invested it, and I knew there was no other way to look back. So once I did it, I ended up being the best decision of my life, and every single day I was committed to the process of what I was doing without being attached to the results. Not knowing anything can happen, but at the end of the day, I can control what I can control. So I can control how hard I go at practice, what I do in the training room and things like that, and it shaped me out to be where I'm at today.
Chris Thomas in Denver Gazette, welcome to Denver. You've talked a lot in the past about your mother. Maybe you could expand about what she's meant to you and your life, and then maybe let us know who your special guests are over here.
Yeah. So my mother, strongest woman in the world. Like even on Father's Day, I tell her Happy Mother's Day again. She gets 2. She raised my 2 older brothers with me, and then eventually she had 3 beautiful daughters. So it was kind of like a weird transition. I was the youngest of the brothers, and then so I got to grow up with my brothers, and then I got to grow up with my little sisters. But I have my little sister there, Talia, and then Tamia Tazai, and my older brother, Trayvon, and my cousin, Dejon, and then my mom, Tashana Davis. But they all play a big part of my life, and I'm blessed to have them. But my mom, she pushed me every single day, just what my saying, just staying committed to the process. Whenever I got down, she made sure that she reminded me that I was staying true to what I said I would do long after the mood has changed. So just with that, just being committed, and she was committed. All those things that she did, people look at them as sacrifices. Everything she did, just running me around from boxing training, basketball, football practice, it was an all-in investment. Like I said at the beginning of the interview, I'm going to invest that, and I'm going to give her the world back so she can just be a mother. I feel like over the years, she just trying to, make everybody happy as a mother, and that's what you do. Take sisters go here, take me here, and things like that. But now she could truly enjoy just being a mother, not having to work 2 jobs and going to take my little sisters to volleyball practice. She can just truly be here what God called her to be as a mother and a provider. So it's going to be fun for her.
Jahdae, Michaelis, 9 News. You asked Mr. Penner to put you on speaker call after you were drafted yesterday and made a strong first impression on the Broncos brass there. What compelled you to do that?
They changed my mother's life. Any other team, they could have changed my mother's life. They didn't pass on me. They took the opportunity and they changed my mother's life. So I just wanted to thank everybody that was a part of doing that because it was a collective group, their organization. And me just being here already for a short period of time, it's a culture here. And I could tell, especially with the Texas guys here, they're already telling me it's family tight here, family oriented here. So that's just amazing. But I felt the need in my heart to tell everybody thank you. And I'm very appreciative of them just changing my life and then changing my mother's life. Again, I said the purpose serves a purpose. That's a lot greater than any individual in the room. So what they just did for me, for my life yesterday, It just changed my mom and my sisters and my brother's life forever. So that was big on their part. So I very appreciate them forever.
Jahdae, welcome to Denver. Romy Bean, CBS Colorado. When people talk about you, a lot of words come up: versatility, football IQ, leadership. From your perspective, what part of your game are you most proud of?
My film. I really pride on that, and I think at the next level, obviously, it's going to take a different level of concentration in my film level and execution and things like that. But just on my film and my film study allows me to do the route recognition. It allows me to play faster and trust what the coaches are giving me. I soak a lot of information in from coaches and things like that, from corner coach, safety coach, and things like that, and kind of put it all into my head. It's just chess to me. And then once I kind of do that, I use the ability that God gifted me with. Psalms 105, verse 1, give thanks to the Lord, proclaim his greatness, and show the whole world what he has done. So, like, when I'm out there, I'm playing fast. I'm just playing free. I have no worries. I'm not afraid of anything because at the end of the day, I know my Creator. He has me. He's keeping me safe. So he just wants me to go out there and play relaxed. So, yeah, I know I'm doing a lot of hard things off the field. I'm studying. I'm working out hard. I'm in the training room and things like that. But at the end of the day, he's gifted me with the ability to just go out there and play and not worried. I think, a lot of people are great at anything in life, and it's just for anybody watching. Most of the time, people, they're afraid or they have things, distractions. And I think when you just have kind of a clear mind, and you're clear-minded with a steady seat, it allows you to do anything better. Whether somebody was studying for a test, they'll just be free-minded, and it'll allow them to study. So when they go in for the test, they'll ace it. So.
Hey, Jeff Legwald, ESPN. Just curious from a football perspective, can you just kind of run down specifically where you lined up for snaps, all the places? Yeah,
so corner, star, dime, and safety. And it was fun. It wasn't a big task. It was a mental and a physical thing. Coach Joseph and Coach Gideon, they taught me something that nickel and dime, it was more a physical thing. And then understand when I was at corner and safety, it was more mental, just understanding that you have to do the things right over and over and over again. And you don't know when they're going to come at you. So it was just kind of changing on that aspect. But they prepared me well just for my practice reps, just kind of going rapid fire on me, just throwing me out there in the fire. So when the game came, it was like series to series. But it allowed me to play fast. It allowed me to understand each position, and not only understand each position, but understand and truly know what that position needs from point A to B. Just understand where it stretches this person out. If I was at corner in the stars and man, I could show off and just take away the slot fade for the star. So little things like that, and just understanding where I had to be if I was the post player, where can I disguise to get down. If I was the dime player, just understanding where the mic needed help. So all those things, all those variations, I was just kind of playing in my head. And again, I was just playing chess. And I was able to play fast, just the amount of reps I did, and then the amount of knowledge that I learned from the coaching staff at the University of Texas.
Jahdae, Brandon Cristal from Guerrilla Sports again. And I'm curious, you said all the Longhorns that reached out in PS2. Did you hear from Bo Nix, and how excited are you to be teammates with one of the exciting rookie QBs from a year ago and practice against him every day?
Oh, good. No, so he texted me last night and called me. Crazy night. I called him back this morning. We chopped it up. He welcomed me, so that's big. I told him I'm excited and I'm pumped up, just ready to soak a lot of knowledge in. And I'm gonna come with my best every day, and I know everybody else is gonna give me their best, and it's just gonna be iron sharper iron, so it's gonna be good.
Luke Evans, Denver Post today. There's a scenario where you end up taking a lot of snaps opposite Pat, outside, and obviously in that case you might see a lot of targets. Just what gives you confidence that you're ready for that kind of opportunity and the chance to play next to him? Again,
my preparation, and then the Broncos staff. I know they're gonna prepare me right. I know they're gonna make sure I'm ready to go, just from film-wise. My preparation on how I see things at this next level, how I'm communicating with my teammates. But at the end of the day, it's my confidence, and I get my confidence from God. I go out there with no worries. I'm gonna go out there and play fast. I'm glorifying Him. So if I'm glorifying Him, I can do that all day, and I can do that fast. Not worried of making mistakes and things like that. Just to honor Him. When you honor Him and just be a light bulb for Him, you just be His servant. It's always good. So.
Nick Cosbetter with The Athletic. Jahdae, how much was Michael Huff kind of part of your experience there in terms of deciding to go back? And then did you have any time to reflect on, he kind of ended his career here, and then you getting to kind of start it here, what that sort of means to you.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Huff, mentor, big brother, everything. He played a big part. When I came back, I had to ask him if I can wear 7, and he allowed me to wear 7. And I knew it wasn't just an on the field thing; it was off the field on how Michael Huff carried himself, and the whole 9. And I took it upon me. And I knew it was a lot of weight on me, but it's good to have weight. It's good to have that. And you have to own it, and I think I owned it to my full ability. But every day he'll mess with me. He'll just teach me how to go about life. If I had a pick and I didn't take it for 6, he would have been like, I would have took it for 6. So he was always just in my ear messing with me. But that was a big mentor, and it was an honor to wear number 7 after him. I always tell myself, honor the ones that paved the way, and leave a legacy for the ones that came after me. And I could truly say that I left a mark there at the University of Texas. And I'm proud what Coach Sark's doing. He changed my life tremendously on just how I carry myself. So I know he's going to do a lot of great things with the team, with the young guys and people that he's bringing in. So I'm excited for him. And then Michael Huff, he's still around, just mentoring those young guys, getting them on the right track.